welcome to Barely Necessities. It's our weekly chat about Disney merchandise here at Laughing Place. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and Rebecca Burbank is with us as always. How are you doing, Becca?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You know, the new music that accompanies the countdown, I am so not used to it yet here with StreamYard, and it is so delight. I don't know. I miss the old music. So
me too. I was thinking the same thing.
It's just what we've been doing it for so many years now with that other music. So to have something different is like, well, I can't adjust.
No, I hear you.
Oh wow, we have some fun stuff to look at. I mean, we do every week, but I don't know. I'm excited about the fact that we're kicking off with some Easter stuff, because that means that springtime is just around the corner, and I do not like winter.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for spring as well. So this is when this was published. I'm like, yeah, let's talk about this for sure.
Usually we're whining about how it's like, come on, we just finished one holiday and you're forcing another one on us. But this one, I'm like, bring it on. Yes, the sooner the better.
Weather with it.
Right. So what do we have, Becca?
Yeah, we have some fun plush and some fun shirts. There's a new T-shirt that says "Park Hopping," which I think is super cute because it's like the Easter eggs, and you've got the silhouettes of the park icons in the background, and yeah, you've got it. It's just fun. It's the characters have gathered together for Easter, and they're gonna go park hopping.
Yeah, no, Doobie, it wasn't me. It's StreamYard, the default. I'm guessing whatever licensing was built into that partnership kind of disappeared.
We want the other one back, StreamYard.
Right? Yeah, I know, huh? Let's see. Oh, Mickey mentioned on a little carrot here.
Nice.
Now I know these plush, in addition to being spotted at Walt Disney World, are also available over at Disney Store. So we'll have the links below. That's one of our affiliate relationships. So if you do make that purchase by clicking the link below, we do receive a commission on it and appreciate your support that way. Geo going, I know it's an Easter shirt, but I'm sticking with it being about rope dropping and park hopping and being part of that park life. So yeah.
I hear ya.
Does Mickey look like Bugs? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Bugs Bunny expression. Yeah, you can hear the "What's up, Doc." I'm not going to try to imitate.
Oh, hey, speaking of the parks, I sent our Jeremiah on a little bit of a scavenger hunt. Okay, so we highlighted recently the kitchen items that are available now at Disney parks and Disney Store. And I noticed that the reviews said that the kitchen timer did not have a bell on the Disney Store site. And that seemed strange to me, because the point of the kitchen timer is to set it and then you walk away and it goes ding and you know your stuff's done. So I was like, Jeremiah, go see. So he found the teacup timer on shelves, and so here we go. Can you guys hear that? I hear a bell. So when he moves the little, it seems like the handle is right there at the 0, and then you move it past the 5, and then he's trying to film it while
doing it. Yes,
single hand. But he was able to get me proof that it does actually have a bell.
Well, that's good. I would think, yeah, it doesn't seem right that you would have a kitchen timer without some type of way to notify you that it's done.
Right. So there you go. So at least in our test on the street, as it were, we were able to get a bell sounding. So wanted to put that out there for those of you who are taking a look at the teacup timer that is available at the Disney Store and on shelves at Disney parks. Also at Disney Store, Becca. Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. This has sold out already on Disney Store, but I did want to talk about it because this is the first time that I think I've seen like Blue Fairy merchandise, or at least in a very long time. Celebrating the 85th anniversary of Pinocchio. Yeah, there was this limited edition doll that dropped yesterday at Disney Store. edition size is 3,000, which makes me think a portion of the dolls were saved for Disney Store online, and then also dolls will be available, I'm guessing, in some of the like the Disney stores, like
Oh, okay.
store perhaps, and then maybe even overseas, because we were in France a couple years ago when they were doing the Midnight Masquerade collection,
Uh-huh.
and some of the dolls were there, or many of the dolls were available there. So I think this is a worldwide release. So that's why it's sold out on Disney Store, at least in the US. But
Ah, okay. Did we see them also pop up in the domestic parks, or did you only see them? Do you recall? Did
I
we
don't
see
recall
those
domestic
particular
parks.
dolls?
I know
Yeah, me either.
I've seen some special edition dolls like in New York City at
Okay.
that store. Um, I don't think I've seen them in the outlet stores,
Okay.
but yeah,
No, but those
they
are some
might be
good
available.
No, but those are some good leads for people who maybe missed out on the Disney Store dynamic. We have seen them pop up overseas. We've seen them pop up at some of the at the like signature New
Mhm.
York locations. So you may still have a chance to find it before you have to look at the secondary market. Some new watches from Citizen.
Yeah, these are really pretty and perfect for springtime, I think, right? Like
Mhm.
it's just I do like the color scheme that they opted for here. And I think
I
these are more of a unisex type watch
Yeah.
too.
I love the mini with the pink skirt. It's so cute. And the
Yeah.
little swirls around the edge. And then Mickey has springs
Yeah.
at the quarter past mark. So he's got little springs there, kind of hoppy, going back to the whole kind of springtime dynamic. The this is very cotton candy. I mean, and the backdrop
Yes.
too,
Yes.
but all of it is very cotton candy.
Yeah, there's a playfulness to it that,
Mhm.
I mean, yes, we've seen Mickey and Minnie in various iterations, but this is just, I don't know, it's kind of fun and joyful.
I agree. Yeah, no, there's a positivity to it. The Rebus Brothers has a relatively new kind of a collectible dynamic at the parks, specifically right now, Magic Kingdom, Main Street. I want to say these are called the Wish Keepers. It's a
That sounds
series
right.
of like princess icons. Think glass slipper, think um, the apple, think the lamp from Aladdin.
Mhm.
And then they have these varying crystal bins that you can select colors from to kind of create your own array of crystal colors inside. Uh, it's an interesting concept to me.
Yes.
I'm intrigued to see kind of how it picks up. The element that's most fascinating is that within these colors, they're kind of trying to focus on a vibe
Yeah.
from the colors itself. And I don't really think of that in terms of this kind of crystal. I don't know about you, but for me, I attach a lot of that to I don't know, more of a natural looking crystal. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. I see what you're saying. This has a feel of this is gonna sound so like a put down, but it's not. It reminds me of sand art, or
Yes.
like when you like stack the layered sands. So it's
Mhm.
maybe it it doesn't quite have the same elegance to
Mm-mm.
it that you get from some other type of crystal works through Rebus and others, but I do think this is what's I think it's neat that you pick what is important to you, the color that speaks to you, and you could get to create something that is a higher quality, but then it's personalized for you as well.
Well, as an example, we used an Arribas Brothers crystal slipper to carry our rings down the aisle.
Oh,
So
wow.
we had it sitting on a pillow, and then the rings were, kind of along with it on the pillow, to carry the Cinderella. But with this, we could have gone with gems inside that maybe fit the colors of our wedding,
Yes.
right? Because
That's true too.
we used deeper jewel tones, and so the slipper itself didn't have any coloration, but we could have personalized it, and we still have the slipper. It sits in the cabinet in the other room. So a lovely keepsake that way. They are
Yes.
also allowing you to do this in the base of a water bottle. So it's a
Okay.
glass water bottle, and then your base has the kind of that crystal element to it that you can personalize it, and then they have wands. Now
Yep.
you're looking at like a high price point for this. I want to say like the $60 mark for the water bottle or that type of thing. But as we're looking at personalization, that's
Mhm.
beginning to be more. I mean, a base water bottle nowadays seems to be like in the 30s to begin with,
Yes.
and then when corksicle, you're looking at what, 35, 40. So, but this is glass. This is
Right.
breakable. These are things you're more likely to use maybe around the office than at the gym.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. It's definitely for more for that, like, it's functional, but it's more for the display.
Yes. Yeah, so you can see the designs in the back here. You've got Mickey, with Mickey silhouettes. You've got Minnie. You've got Cinderella, Cinderella Castle. You can even engrave it as well as have the crystal, and then it has the kind of the wood base beneath the crystal. So, and then also the similar for the topper. So, and a really elegant Disney water bottle if you're looking for that as well. But we wanted to let you know what's happening over at Arebus. Oh, look, they've even got the Mickey hand.
Yeah. Now that, like, I don't know that I like it with the red, but I realize that you're showing people what you can do with the
Hmm.
this wish element.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, not my personal preference, but that is cool that you could have Mickey hand.
My friend Anita, who's a jeweler, operated a brick and mortar jewelry store for decades, was just at Walt Disney World, and I asked her, go take a look at this because I'm curious, kind of how does it read to her? Did it read elegant, or does it read kind of inexpensive? Because if
Hmm.
you're going to pay this much, you want it to read elegant and expensive. So I asked her about it. So I will get her report back and
Okay.
get back to all of you. Next up, we're moving into the realm of clothing with Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, this is a new collection for kids and it's capturing the essence of summer. Just a more, like we were talking about, playful earlier. This is another one of these like fun fun collections.
Yeah.
I really do like the like comic strip look that we have going here. Or I mean it is comic strips, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
No. Straight up comic strip. It's like they took an enormous piece of silly putty and rolled it over your comic, and then rolled it over a sweatshirt. Right.
yeah. And
That's,
they're keeping the colors really simplistic. You've got the pink, which is perfect for Minnie Mouse, but
that's why I thought of the silly putty because it's so
because it does, yes, 100%.
the color of silly putty. I like the Mickey
Yes.
peace sign or
Yep.
victory sign. Which one is it? Is this a victory sign or is this a peace sign?
I mean, I've always seen peace, right?
Yeah,
Or
me
I've
too.
always like
Okay.
that's what I've always thought is like peace. But
Doobie
yeah,
just used
it could be victory.
Doobie just used the USC Trojans, so he's like, nope.
Now
Oh, these
that
are
looks like
adorable.
scissors right there. He's cutting the words between Mickey and Mouse separate.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. So no, okay, okay. It's a little tangent over.
Oh, new popcorn bucket coming.
Yeah, this is going to be available at the Disneyland After Dark, the 90s night. Powerline, or Max's Powerline, I guess.
Yes, it is Max
Starring
as Powerline because
starring
he's
Hannah.
like kind of short and stocky.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to go to one of these after hours nights, but alas, I don't live in California and the
Nope.
tickets go so fast
Yep.
and you know, I'm just not willing to commit to like being ready to make the purchase right when
I
everything goes
know,
on
right?
sale.
But our Mike Celestino will be there. So if you are not going, be sure to follow us on socials, whether it's Twitter, sorry, X, or our YouTube channel. We'll have lots of videos the next day, sometimes even that night. We will bring you the fun of the 90s night, compliments of Mike Celestino, who does a great job bringing kind of the experience into your lap
Yep.
from the park. You can watch it on your phone. That's what I do because I end up kind of at base camp headquarters helping Mike out. I download the app too, And then as I see his content coming in, I'm like, oh, don't forget to go take a picture of this. Don't forget to go. Because after a while, for those of you who haven't covered an event, there's such a check. It's so different than going and just enjoying the event, because you just have this intense checklist of things that you want to make sure that you do. And maybe sometimes it won't be there when you get there, and then you have to go take a picture of something else. And there's hits a point with anybody, and I experience it, and I help Mike with it as well, but where it's just like, just tell me what I need to go take a picture of, because I don't want to have to think anymore. Just tell me.
Yep.
Too much. It gets to be too much, because pictures of the activities, the attractions, the music, the merchandise, the food, it's like, woo, it's a lot, but it's so much fun. Don't get me wrong, it's so much fun. Let's see, Geo saying popcorn buckets would break me if I had normal availability to them.
Yeah, there's some pretty fun designs. And yeah, also this Powerline one, it will be available at Disneyland Resort after the event, or it'll be later this spring. But yeah, don't expect it to last long.
To that point, Gio, I have given away numerous buckets over the years. Oh my, I'm so washed out today. Numerous buckets over the years, and yet still have way too many buckets still in the house, because of that very dynamic where when you're local, well, for us, it was the El Capitan gives them to you with your movie ticket. And so pretty much any movie that came out between, like, I want to say Beauty and the Beast and maybe Country Bears, or maybe a little bit later than Country Bears, I had a popcorn bucket for. So yeah, so there were lots of popcorn buckets around the Mosley house for a long time. A beautiful springtime collection has popped up from Her Universe. Nice palette. I like the color choices.
I love that they do something a little bit different, like it's different from what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, like you're saying, the color palette's really good. Yeah, I like that it's kind of a busy pattern, but it doesn't, I don't know. It's very pleasant, that shirt that we're looking at right there.
I really, this reads like a bit of Golden Afternoon from
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it feels like kind of a similar garden. I feel like I'm in that garden, right? But just not come to life.
That seems like a directive Ashley would give her designers, because she loves Alice in Wonderland.
And I appreciate how the flowers are very pronounced, whereas the mini just kind of almost blends in. It takes you a moment to realize that that's a mini silhouette amongst them. But I love the choice of purple and green that they've gone with the this checkerboard look here. I am a huge fan. Gio saying that shirt has kind of a Vera Bradley vibe for him. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. So beautiful collection. Oh, purple denim.
Okay, so you had me until the Minnie Mouse on the back. I like the purple. I like the color of purple. I like the little like fringed edges there. I just don't know that I would want that large of a Minnie Mouse on the back.
How could you not love that face, though? Look at that face.
Great face, but I think I would prefer it smaller and like on the front.
Okay.
You know how we've had these discussions about like sometimes you want the large logo on the front of the shirt, sometimes you want it on the back, sometimes you want a small version. I'm just thinking fashion-wise, for me, I would prefer a smaller, less pronounced mini.
For me, it's the frayed edge everywhere. If it was just the frayed edge around her, I'd be all in.
Okay.
Because I love this mini and this mini big, but on my back, I'm in. I'm all in. But this frayed edge at the waist, frayed edge at the shoulders, frayed edge at the collar, that's a little too much for me.
Okay.
Like I said, I love it around her.
So there, we both would tweak something about this jacket for ourselves.
So funny. Also at the 90s night, they're gonna have a Mickey Mouse Club button. I think this gave me FOMO.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. I love the color scheme too on the card, or the base card there that's holding the the Mickey pins. Actually, it looks like 3 pins, right? Because we're making a Mickey head with
Yep.
the
Yeah,
like.
you have a magic key button. You have the event button, like an event logo button, and then you have the larger button that's the Mickey Mouse Club. And
Yeah.
yes, very 90s. All of it's very 90s. That's the 90s Mickey Mouse, right? He has that long sleeve striped rugby shirt. So
Did
yeah,
you listen to the Mickey Unwrapped album?
of course. Who
That
let
was
who
I was doing
woke
competitive
Snow White?
gymnastics, and
Was
we
that
would put that on almost every single practice that we had. We'd listen to pop radio, and then we would listen to Mickey Unwrapped. I don't
that was
remember any of the songs, but I remember loving it.
okay? I'm gonna have to look because I'm pretty sure that was Who Woke Snow White Up was on there. Who woke Snow White up?
But yeah,
And
it's so fun what Disney comes up with, fun ways to feature the characters, not only on
I'm
this
trying to.
pin, but
Oh, see, now you've got me thinking.
Mickey
And
Unwrapped.
yeah, I was trying to remember what the. Yeah, it was. Whoomp! There it went.
Yes,
Instead
okay,
of
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
instead
What
of
is
whoop!
it?
There it is. It
Whoop,
was whoop!
there it
There it
is.
went. Uh huh. Yeah, I remember that one. I think there was one about sausage and pancakes or something strange on that album too. I was trying to pull up the album list, but I'm not.
Oh,
It's
is
not
it not?
popping up for
Yeah.
me.
Let's see. Oh, it's only showing 3 songs for me.
Oh, here we go.
Bow Wow to the Beat, Ice
I
Ice
can't
Mickey,
botch
What a
this.
Mouse. Okay, What a Mouse, What a Mouse, what
Oh
a
yeah. Ice Mickey. Okay, yeah. I have to admit, I was much more the generation of the Mouser size and the totally mini and whatnot. But yes, I also did have Mickey Unwrapped.
Well,
So
sad truth, this is probably my exposure to those songs was not
oh,
the original versions, but
me
the
too.
Disney versions, and
Oh, me
so
too.
maybe that's why.
Same, same. I did not know I did not know the Mickey was not. I knew it existed in the universe. The with Tony but Tony Basil, something like that. That it existed in that realm with like a cheerleader video and whatnot, but I did not know any of those lyrics. I knew all the lyrics for the Mickey Mouse version.
There you
So,
go. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and same with Mambo Number Five. Man, I only knew the
Okay.
Disney version.
See, now I knew the real version first, and then I heard the Disney version, and I was like, really?
Popcorn or churro? Do we like Mickey Unwrapped or
Oh,
Disney silly songs?
okay.
Oh,
Silly songs is well, I know silly songs. We listen to that so much in my house. Like
oh, I was like, I thought
I
you were
still
about to tell me that you and Kyle still listen to it on a regular basis.
no, but we did look it up once on a road trip, and we're like, let's listen to it.
Oh, I had Little Bunny Foo Foo.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and then Mare's Notes and
Yeah, that's a great song, but I like Burl Ives' version of that one, so I don't know how I would do with this one. Was this one of these ones with Larry Gross? This must be a Larry Gross album. I'll have to
I
look and see. This feels like he was the one who did like all those Disney kids albums.
okay.
He has a rather distinct kids music vocalist dynamic. So, but in looking all that up, I closed the show notes. So let me scroll back.
Oh no.
Here we go. Back to the show notes. We've got some Hasbro news.
Yes,
A
some
lot of
items that are new action figures in the Marvel Legends series. So this is that 1/6 scale, I think, or 6-inch scale action figures. These are all Spider-Man from the video game, the Marvel Spider-Man video game series that's on PlayStation, I think 4 and PlayStation 5. But yeah, so if you like Spider-Man, especially the like dark, very rich hues, this is the collection for you. Pre-orders opened today, but yeah, we got Miles Morales there. That was actually both of those were Miles Morales from the Gamerverse collection, and then who are we looking at here? A Black Cat, Felicia Hardy.
The articulation is always, I can't get over. When I scroll through, it's like photographing toys is not what it used to be, because I mean, it could look like this, or it could look like this.
Yeah, and we have some of the Marvel Legends figures, and I will say, like, the way that like they hold their poses, like you don't feel like it doesn't feel like they're going to break, but it's not like too loose or too articulated either. Like you can get some really cool photos with this. That's,
Yeah,
I guess, spirit spider. So a
that is a
character
freaky looking thing.
I'm not familiar with. It looks like Ghost Rider met Hades, but
Look at those eyes.
yeah, some intensity going on there. Okay, I said these were pre-orders. Some of these are pre-orders. Some are going to be available exclusively at other locations, like Spirit
Nah.
Spider at Walmart, and that's coming in the next couple weeks with the pre-orders opening. And then yeah, we've got Kingpin.
I was gonna say, is this the dude that's now D'Onofrio?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's all
Yeah.
pumped about. He's all pumped about the Daredevil stuff. I saw him sharing the footage of the Times Square ad for Daredevil, and he shared it on his socials. And with one of those, typical, I wish I could have told my young self those years of kind of struggling and sleeping on sofas and everything would pay off like this. This is pretty cool.
That is very, very cool.
Oh, check out those are some big hands.
Yeah, he's a huge character, and it's so funny how he's depicted in the comics and in different different movies and things. Like some he's just like absolutely like the size of an entire room, and then this I don't know, the Spider-Verse movies did a really, really good job with him.
Wow.
But yeah, he's a menacing, intense character in stature.
Are you all caught up on Paradise? Speaking of TV.
Yeah, speaking of TV, no, we've got, well, I think there was another episode yesterday, or was it, did it drop
Yes.
Okay, so we have that episode to watch.
Okay, so
But
no spoilers in the
no
chat.
no spoilers.
No spoilers in the chat. But
Please.
okay,
We're
you'll have to tell me. You'll have to tell me once you've seen it. Let's see. With that, Gio's only in 4 deep.
Okay.
It's some good. It's like Doobie says, watch it. It's some good stuff.
I love the Disneyland trip where they go to Disneyland. No, I'm kidding.
Right? Yep. Let's see. It is time for this week's Sensational 7. Oh, and the Sensational 7 is inspired by the personalities of Snow White's 7 little friends. That's Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. And this week, we didn't have much new Star Wars content over on the LP. So I noticed our friends over at Her Universe are having an up to 50% off sale on Star Wars. So threw together 7 little items from the sale happening. For Sleepy, I found these Star Wars lightsaber pajama pants.
Yes.
They even have like a Kylo Ren with the little T-blade there. So yep, there you go. Some Star Wars pants. For Happy, I just smiled when I saw this. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Grogu makeup bag. You like it, Becca?
I do.
He's adorable. Totally cute. For Grumpy, Darth Maul. This bag is, I want to say, 40% off. As part of the sale. It's a beautiful crossbody bag with this menacing
facial expression. Yeah.
Thank you. Like menacing something. And it has a nice zippered pouch in the middle, some magnetic closures, the red stripe like his lightsabers, as I'm remembering. So yeah, no, just a beautiful bag. It's even got dimensional horns.
That's so cool.
So yeah, no, a quite lovely bag. And like I say, right now it's marked at $47.94. Typically, the MSRP on this is $79.90. Yes, like Gio says, Darth Maul just never has coffee. For Grumpy, I like to go with sparkly item. In this case, it is a Rebel insignia. It's spinny and it has a beautiful array of sparklies all around it. So you can have
so
that.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of the Rebel insignia. I was just looking at some post earrings earlier today. I didn't put them in the cart, but I considered it. For Sneezy, keep you nice and warm. It's a long sleeved jacket with pockets if you need to hold on to some tissues. We've got the Rebel insignia, a favorite, up in the upper pocket, up in the upper chest area. Along the sleeve, it says Star Wars in the familiar font. And then in the back, on the back, it says in a galaxy far, far away. So far, this is only sold out in the largest sizes over at her university. You've still got a nice array from extra small to extra large available, even though it is currently part of this discount. So right now it's at $33 roughly before shipping. For bashful, we're looking for something subtle. In this case, it's a beautiful sleeve dress featuring the pattern of Ahsoka's Montrals. So, you know, a lot of people would look at this and just see a very beautiful patterned dress, but you know, it represents your love of Star Wars. And they have it available in all sizes. They call it their bishop sleeve. It's got kind of that elevated waistline, almost what I would call an empire waistline. So yeah, really, really pretty colors as well. And then finally, Doc, foundational, the one who started it all. So in this case, I went with something from Andor, because we know that kind of in many ways that's where our tale really kind of, you know, starts like way back there. So we've got a shacket, which is a heavier long sleeved piece of clothing. It's not quite a long sleeve shirt. It's not quite a jacket. It's in between. They call it a shacket. It's got the Andor logo on the back. If you haven't seen the breakdown that our Mike Celestino has put together, be sure to check it out. Mike is very knowledgeable on all things Star Wars and will always bring to life whatever's happening within the world of Star Wars right here on Laughing Place. He does comic book reviews. He has a weekly podcast that just celebrated its fifth, a regular podcast, I should say, that just celebrated its 5th anniversary. So yeah, if you haven't seen Mike Celestino's Star Wars stuff, be sure to check that out. Also, from time to time, in addition to hosting around here, I write. So I just recently had the opportunity. The team at Inside Editions was kind enough to send over a copy of the Cinderella pop-up book. We took a peek at it last week. Mm-hmm. It's on shelves today. So the review that I posted, I had a chance to write up, is now on the site. So there you go.
Yeah, that looks like it's such a great book. Like just the colors of it, all of it. I'm like very, very drawn to it.
Yeah, no, the level of artistry that are pop-up books now, they aren't the same. I mean, they still have some that are more, you know, I would say specifically kid-oriented in a way, but these really are kind of paper sculptures and just even just what they're made out of is a heavier weight than I recall the pop-up books being when we were younger. Now, on the flip side, not as many pages as when we were younger. So it's an interesting trade-off for the artistry, but they are really quite beautiful. Becca, that brings us to your shopping list.
Yes, yeah, we're winding up the show here with wrapping up the show here with Mike Wazowski Crocs over at Disney Store. I think they might have even been the item of the day. So bright green, giant eyeball, no mistaking that it's Mike Wazowski. There's also,
you won't get lost.
Exactly. And these are Crocs for adults. I should specify that. So not for the kiddos. It's all for all this cool older people. So we looked at some of the springtime collections at Walt Disney World, but then there's also a whole bunch available at Disneyland at the World of Disney store in downtown Disney. Kyle reviewed the latest chapter in Disney Lorcana. I don't know how to pronounce it. Arkaiz's Island, maybe? Arcazia? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to say this. I'm sure Ravensburger will reveal it at some point. But yeah, he's got a review up on the site of the new collection. And then Marshall went to Bath & Body Works as part of Laughing Place on Location, our new web series, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, YouTube series. And so we have talked about the princess collections at least twice on here, and then this is kind of the tour in person.
Wait, Wait, I have to interrupt. I
Okay.
know the Burbanks went shopping.
We
I
did.
saw evidence of Bath&
Yes.
and Body Works.
Yes.
Did you walk away with a favorite from the collection?
Um,
Did you get a chance to sample the collection?
we did get a chance to sample the collection. They didn't have the wallflower for Moana. That's the one we really wanted.
Okay.
We kept our purchases really small. We got the jasmine candle.
Oh.
I really like that. I think jasmine's probably the best. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Belle, but we got the hand soap for Belle, and
Uh-huh.
then we got the hand soap for Moana as well. And we figured that would be nice. And I rose is a very like sometimes I like this the fragrance of rose, and sometimes it's way too much like it smells like grandma.
Right.
um,
Yeah. No, how did this
it
one do
it
when you
lingers
got it home?
it lingers so nicely. Like
Mhm.
I it's not and sometimes with like their body washes, I feel like it's very fragrant, which some people want that. I don't want
Exactly.
that much with my body
Mhm.
wash. So for the hand soap to just kind of have that little smell every time, like, oh,
Mhm.
it's perfect. So well done, Bath and Body Works on the Princess Collection.
Okay, so
Um,
it's Jasmine, Moana, then and Belle were the ones that you
That we
picked up?
that we picked up. Yes. You had talked about the Tiana smelling very clean. Yes, that
Mhm.
was a really clean, really pretty fragrance. And then, yeah, you mentioned Cinderella was your favorite.
And it's very floral.
Yes. So it's a little too floral for me
Yeah,
personally, but I love the color scheme.
right? The containers on that are so beautiful, all the
Yes.
bottles, the particular yeah, no, totally, yeah.
And then
Oh,
we have Ariel, and I think
mhm.
I would like Ariel more. I like it more than Kyle did. So we're like, well, let's get something that both of us will enjoy. So yeah, there's
Okay,
more of that, almost beachy with Ariel and Moana.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, okay. Back to your regularly scheduled shopping list.
No,
I just
you're
had to know I'd forgotten. I would have put it on the, main list if I'd have remembered that I saw your husband post a picture of his, bag from Bath& and Body
Bath and
Works.
Body Works. Yep, we made an effort to get out there this week.
'Cause
So,
the thing I hadn't paid enough attention to is how many of the wallflowers have, like, an element of, fun to them.
yes,
So, they're like, the one that we showed off was the castle with the projection of, like,
yes,
fire like, almost like fireworks in the background, but, like, the mirror from Beauty and the Beast, it's, like, bells illuminated and
they didn't have that one. They didn't have the castle, so we had the like smaller. I think the smaller ones.
oh, this like, the
Because
secondary
there's a
ones?
couple because there's a couple different styles, right? Like,
Mhm,
so it was like the Ariel tail and then the jasmine, like, flower, or was it
mhm.
and the Tiana flower was there as or no, I'm thinking of the jasmine, like, zip bag. Um, I don't
Which
remember if
those were also all pretty.
yeah, no, and I'm like, I have no use for
No
this.
use, that's the
Not
thing,
for
yeah,
me
you're
personally,
trying to
like,
justify it.
and I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna get this." But
Yep,
it's gorgeous.
yep.
So
Did you notice if there was Disney music in your store while you were there? Because I know at our store, it kind of was woven into the loop, so
okay.
depending on how long you took, you may or may not have heard any.
I did not hear any, but I
Okay.
also was definitely not paying attention to any music.
You probably would have noticed though.
Probably,
So,
probably.
especially given how Kyle's so musically oriented, you
Yes.
probably would have noticed if a Disney song kind of popped in.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we were on our mission. We were in and out within like 15 minutes, if that. So yeah, but not long enough for the music loop. Oh,
Okay.
well, it's springtime and the extravaganza scavenger hunt is returning to Disneyland. So for all you folks out there on the West Coast, there's more fun to look forward to, including the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival coming up in the next couple weeks. There's a preview of the apparel, so we gotta look at what will be available for purchase. Keeping with the theme of princesses, there's a whole bunch of new sports jerseys available not only at Disney Store, but also Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And we have photos of the in person designs. Those are kind of fun. I don't know that I would actually wear them, but they're really fun. They've got the year the movie came out on the back, and then like just the princess names and the some fun color schemes too. We've also got a new Joffrey's coffee flavor. A Daisy Duck Lovely in Lavender is available for all of your springtime coffee needs. And then Hot Toys, today we posted about Agent Venom, another Marvel action figure or display piece, highly detailed, lots of cool features for that. And then switching to the other park, we've got the Universe merch that we took photos of in person over at Universal Orlando. So if you're looking for something that Woody Woodpecker, the Mummy, a couple of other fun things, those are available now.
As Kyle jumps in and points out, the hand soaps are currently marked down.
Oh, of course they are.
Rather than $7.95, they're $3.95. So if you were thinking about the foaming hand soaps, you can give them a try now for save yourself a few bucks.
Yep. They did try to sell us on, they're like, if you buy, I think if you had bought 5, they were like discounted, and we're like, no, we'll go back at a later date, which now we can because they're half price.
Juby does the mix and match often because he uses them so frequently. So he'll do the buy several, get several free. So yeah, totally. I'm sorry, I interrupted your shopping list again.
No, we're all good. We made it to the end. We talked to Universal Studios, or Universal Orlando. So yeah, we did it.
Woo-hoo! We did it. Oh, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying yourselves and learning more about what's going on within the world of Disney merchandise, can you do us a favor and give us a like? And we would especially appreciate it if you'd drop a comment below if you're watching this later. We have a few people who participate in the chat, and we appreciate that. But if you're watching later, we wouldn't mind it if you drop a comment. It helps other people find us and find the content. So it's appreciated. Later tonight here on this YouTube channel, we have Disney Trivia Live. It says 376 Tomorrowland. So you'll have to tune in and find out what that means as my husband and our son host a head-to-head contest of about 12 questions per trivia contest. Low stakes. You get a magnet if you win. Mostly it's about some Disney banter and a little bit of trivia along the way as well. So with that, I'll say tune in tomorrow for morning news, and we'll see you next week.